Your kids are like the same age, like within a week of our kids, both Aaron and Nicholas. Wow. So we wanted to have Luz come. So you can come without Ivan. We have a girls group, and so we want to welcome Luz tonight. Amen.
Amen.
So we sent out, amen. So we sent out the huddle a little late because I wasn't feeling good today. And so when I woke up, I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't send out the huddle. So it came late. But our theme tonight is on jealousy. Jealousy. We don't like jealousy because God doesn't like jealousy. And so our topic tonight, our theme questions is, how has jealousy affected your relationship with your partner? Has the root cause of jealousy been discerned? Does the subject creep back into your relationship during a disagreement? How did you handle that? So when you break down the questions, because you can answer whichever one you want, but they all sort of tie in together. When you have issues with jealousy, and just know that jealousy deals with personal insecurities, fear, deception, all these things that sort of creep back up. They have their way of creeping back up when you least expect it in a conversation. And you have to understand how to deal with conflict. And to me, that's where conflict arises, because there's nothing worse when someone's in an argument and they're trying to get the upper hand. So the first thing they do is reach back. They reach back and they look for things to help them win the argument. It's like backdoor ammunition. And that's the one thing we don't want to do. We don't want to reach back to any issues because you've already prayed and fasted that out. So you want to let that go. But we want to talk tonight about jealousy. And, I can always say what jealousy is, which you know what it is. But let me just read a few scriptures for you to let you know what God says. In Psalms 13:5 and 6, he says, "But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me." So when you're starting to get over jealousy, when you're starting to, work your way through it, you want to always read the scriptures. And I think when I looked at, there were probably over 100 scriptures just on jealousy and how to get over it. So I encourage you to do that. What I'll do, I didn't want to put them all in the huddle, but I will send them out in our prayer tomorrow. So if you're dealing with that right now, I don't want to know who is, but if you're dealing with that right now, I encourage you tomorrow to read the prayer huddle when it goes out in the morning and read some of the scriptures. Take some time and go through it and see what God says. Because in Psalms 48 and 9, it says, "Within your temple, O God, we meditate on your unfailing love." This is what it takes to get through. So you want to do that, and you want to also pray with your spouse. Amen?
Amen.
So how has jealousy affected your relationship with your partner? Think about that. Has the root cause of jealousy been discerned? Whatever that issue was, have you guys gone back to deal with that? Does the subject creep up in your relationship during an argument or disagreement? Think back to when you're in a heated time with your spouse or conflict. Are they reaching back to pull up this ammunition? And then how did you handle that? So when we break up, Steve will go through the rules of engagement really quickly with you, and then we'll break up into our small groups. Amen.
Good. Real quick, hopefully everybody kind of remembers the rules of engagement. We will not ever spouse bash. We will not monopolize the time allotted. We will stay focused and respectful of everything going on. That means when people are talking, we're paying attention, staying focused on who's planting seeds, and we will uplift, edify, and encourage everybody that's in the room. Amen?
Amen.
So we're going to have our...
Let's start with blended families. We have Grace, Albert, we have Lizette here. Let's go into this. I think you guys are good with this classroom right straight ahead. And then young married couples. How many young married couples do we have today? Okay, what about serious couples in a relationship? Serious relationships? Okay. I think we have enough to
They're also blended and they're also serious.
We wanted blended family.
Blended family, that's Grace and... Okay, yeah, blended family.
Here's what I'd recommend though. Before they go to blended family, go to young couples. Figure out who you are and then figure out what you're doing. I just recommend, because you're not yet married. So
actually get in the door.
Yeah, get in the door and then figure out how to deal with it. So for Uraka and Fernando, you guys are going to take this serious, couples in a serious relationship in the classroom right behind you?
Yeah. So everybody follow Fernando.
They just stood up there.
Couple that just stood up there.
Married couples from 5 years on. How many do we have? Married couples 5 years on? not part of blended family, but, and then how about married couples more than 10 years? Awesome. Okay, so the top classroom here, you'll meet married couples here 5 or more years, mature married couples in the classroom to the south side, right up here. Then you'll take those two. Do we have any more married couples less than 5 years, but not a young married couple? Less than 5 years? And then Married Girls Rock. For Married Girls Rock. Awesome. We're going to meet in this last classroom here.
Mature couples with Barbara, Rowena, and Wesley.
Where's young couples? Young couples?
They'll go in that room right there.
The young couples are right straight ahead, right back there. Where
And you guys are under 5 years, right? Isn't that a coincidence? You can actually have
so, Lucy, you want to go with the girls or do you want to go with the